All right. In the link description, I'm going to paste the link to the video before this. It's one of many, many, many videos with Wolnez. Whatever I do to get away from him and avoid him, he doesn't give two shit. He's just gonna do it anyway. Just like Tim Beeson. Just like Ted Bollinger. Just like Danica Rochelle Garner. And Rochelle Shelley Campbell. The picture on the front of this is Officer David Martinez. He's the one who showed up today. He wanted to make the audacious claim that I brought it on myself. That somehow him playing judge, jury, and executioner makes it okay to commit felonies against me. Well, it doesn't. It's not okay for Martinez to do those things. It's not okay for wolnez to do those things. It's called gaslighting, and it is illegal. Not that they care. At least with me, I tell the truth about the situations. I'd say that's a pretty important thing. So let's play this. To see how much kindness there really is. There are a shit ton of kind people in this town. There's a lot of very nice people. Oh, there's wolnez walking my way. You gonna go or are you gonna sit in the middle of fucking parking lot, bitch? Of course, I had to wait till he was behind my vehicle to take off. Make sure he doesn't jump on my vehicle and pretend that I tried to run him over or some shit. You stay. Now that's it. 9 minutes and something seconds. And of course, matter of fact, that's part of the reason I refuse to have a gun. How many of you in these situations from Chris Stafford, what are the chances you might actually use it? Well, he's kind of fucking psycho if you haven't noticed. Speak of the devil. God damn, here he is again. Stop hitting my vehicle! Stop hitting my vehicle! Take down this video! Stop hitting my vehicle! Take down this video! Stop hitting my vehicle! Take down this fucking video! Stop hitting my vehicle! Stop hitting my vehicle! Take them down! Let's back that up and watch it again. It's not safe for me to speak up anywhere, but at least here it's recorded. At least here it's recorded where people can see it. If that nut job gets a gun from Chris Stafford, what are the chances he might actually use it? Well, he's kind of fucking psycho if you haven't noticed. God damn, here he is again. Stop hitting my vehicle! Stop hitting my vehicle! Take down this video! Stop hitting my vehicle! Take down this video! Stop hitting my vehicle! Take down this fucking video! Stop hitting my vehicle! Stop hitting my vehicle. Now, of course, with the police not wanting to do their jobs, no matter what. You know, here's one of the major tricks that the cops will use. They'll gaslight the fuck out of you. The cops in Boulder, Colorado tried to have me kicked out of the Starbucks in Boulder. They went into the Starbucks and said, "There's a guy outside starting trouble with your customers. Do you want us to kick him out?" Well, when they realized it was me, they were like, "Are you kidding? He ain't fucking with anybody," because they all knew better. Which officer was that? That was Officer Keith Steinman, Boulder, Colorado. Now, Officer Martinez, with him telling people that I brought this on myself, that goes to show the bias that I face. It goes to show that these officers have already decided, without a day in court, they've already decided that they're not going to investigate any crimes against me. They've already shown this very loud and clear. They're not going to write it down. They're not going to turn it in. They're not going to collect any evidence. They will ignore any and all crimes committed against me, no matter how many of them there are. How many times has Wolnez pulled this bullshit? Meanwhile, perhaps we should go back to the way that it started. Now, don't get me wrong, the youngins at that parking lot were not very nice before this. However, all right, here we go. What about that one guy? That's away from people that do drugs for the most part, and people that drink. What? I said that's why I stay away from people who do drugs for the most part, and people who drink. Excuse me? People who do drugs and people who drink. It's not a matter of judgment, it's a matter of safety.
Sorry. I don't really do that ever. And if I do, I'm not fucking around.
Well, you do.
No, I don't.
This is Christian Alexander.
Right now, it's not difficult to tell that you're on one.
It's either a problem or I'm solving it.
He walked up threatening to kill people, which is why I started recording, and he came and asked me for a cigarette.
Motherfuckers owe me a goddamn backup! Stop acting like it's a goddamn game!
And eventually this will lead to me screaming for help.
Your trucks look like children die!
It's funny because it's mostly children driving them.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You don't like to? Gotta let him.
I do.
Gave him a cigarette.
Oh, you're tithing!
Christian,
I'll fucking kill you!
God damn it.
I'll fucking kill you for why you telling me!
I'm not real comfortable with people threatening to kill people.
I don't give a fuck. They tried to kill me since I was a fucking child.
Well, I've been assaulted a lot and had a lot of people threaten to kill me and my friends and family, and it does trigger me. If I threaten people like that, where's it at? I know I have one, I just don't see it.
I can track. It's not a team sport. still took the fucking team to state. And they talk shit about all the white girls that did it with me.
That's here in Tillamook, Oregon. Anyway, that was on June 12th of this year. Now, they'd been pulling this shit for a while, since before this, those youngins were. And Christian kept on showing up all fucked up on drugs and alcohol, pissing on my vehicle, smoking drugs underneath his blanket right next to my vehicle, or right next to the laundromat, or right in front of the video game store there. And of course, that resulted in them youngins trying to bully me, pulling a bunch of racist bullshit. Here's the day after.
Everything he does in public, he's a fucking liar. Who? This kid. It doesn't even matter. I fucking felt bad for him a long time ago, and I had just met him when I first moved back to Oregon. And I didn't know him, didn't know where they were going. I'd never seen him before her. But, I mean, literally blatant. Everything he does is a lie.
And the guy whose voice you hear in that video, he's dead now. He's not alive anymore. Now, it's just some of the abuse that I've had to endure here in this town over that. Let's go to it.
He is.
Let me see. Let's see. 4740, I guess. These are the youngins.
Above them, about 6 or 7 of them over there. Fuck it, let's just take a look.
Oh, we should have to further. That's not where it started. $46.20 maybe.
With the N-word already.
No, it was before that. 45.40 maybe.
Better than pretending to be my friend. By a lot. If you're gonna be my friend, be my friend. But if you ain't gonna help me to turn in abuse, you're not a friend. If any of them youngins out here were victimized in a serious way, do you really think I'd just stand here and watch? I'd pull out my camera, I'd start recording, and I'd make some real loud fucking noises. I've done that time and again on my channel. You can see it with your own 2 eyes and hear it with your own 2 ears. I get the attention of the predator. I get it focused on me. Oh, looks like there are a bunch of youngins here tonight. They're not yelling. They're not screaming or shouting.
Speak of the devil.
Well, there they start with the N-word already. Of course they're not yelling at me. Of course they're... Alfie Templar typed, yeah, stand in line 6 feet apart, stand in doorways, don't breathe. That's right, and no cigarettes unless the lights are off and under the blankets. Them youngins are... Now, isn't that cute? First thing they do when I come into view is start yelling racist slurs. And then, of course, there's the megaphone thing.
right? So what did that result in? Well, I've got a lot of different videos of me being harassed, people throwing stuff at my vehicle, pumpkins, and soda bottles, and rocks, and all sorts of stuff. I've got a shit ton of recordings of it, and eggs, and toilet paper, and burritos. I've also got recordings of them youngins acting damn fools, including pulling guns on each other. Now, hopefully it was just a squirt gun or a BB gun, but I don't know for certain. What I know is that what I saw was very unprofessional, very uncouth, and very fucking scary. And of course, Kyron Rhodes, we've got him recorded on my channel admitting that he's the one who ended up with that firearm. That's pretty important. He said it is just a BB gun. But the thing is, when you see somebody pointing it at somebody else, that's a very scary situation. And it's a scary situation that nobody wants to be put in. Whether it's a real gun or a fake gun, it's still scary as fuck. But I did the same thing in that situation that I did in Jamie's situation. I turned on the recording device. And as soon as I had the recording device going, well, I was able to record it for our safety, so the evidence is actually recorded. I also made sure that I got the predator's attention. Let me show you how I do that. This is in the Dalles, Oregon. It's Jamie there. There's about 30 people there all together, just so you know.
Hey! Hey! We can't have people hitting people. That ain't okay. All right.
At least got away, right?
Sean Schwartz. That's my sister. Right?
That doesn't make it okay.
It doesn't make it okay to hurt people.
I threw a piece of breed on her face.
Oh, you fucking
Shut the fuck up.
on the back of the head.
That's my sister. You want to get involved in my fucking family?
I'm scared for her, and I'm scared.
No, that's my family, all right? That's my family. I'm part of this fucking family right here. But she comes over there fucking driving people crazy all day. Everyone's not mental here. No one's stable here.
See, that's his excuse. Everybody's not mental there, so that makes it okay for him to assault her. He also claims to be family. You know what? I've got street fam. They ain't real family. What'd you get to see? Yeah, that guy's a lot bigger than me. Obviously, with about 30 people there that didn't say a goddamn thing, many of whom have a history of harming that young woman themselves. She's been assaulted a lot. And then the church kicks her off the property for having a mental breakdown over abuse on the property. And the way they abuse her when she's off the property is even worse. Anyway, what did that result in as far as Wolnez went? Well, we'll show you that. When did all this BS with Wolnez first start? September 21st. So we'll go all the way back to September 21st. Was I writing about little kids on the internet? No, I was recording my videos. Mine, in public. They were my videos. I was speaking about the events that I am having to live through. When those youngins decided that they were going to scream the N-word at me, pull out a bullhorn, and be some racist little shitwads. Now, how dare I curse? How dare I tell on my predators? How dare I speak up? How dare I? Now, there's a lot of videos here with Wolnez, but we're going all the way back to the very beginning, aren't we? And why is that? Because it shows the abuse that I'm having to endure still to this day. That's right, even today I had to deal with this. Over and over again. And with the officer, Martinez, telling people that I brought it on myself, that is showing bias. Extreme bias. When I say it's not safe to go back to the police officers who I tried to turn in, that's because it's not safe to go to the police officers that I tried to turn in. It's not safe. When police officers know that you're trying to turn them in, what incentive do they have for actually doing their jobs? Are they going to do their jobs when they know that you're trying to turn them in because you've been forced to turn them into themselves? That's right. I was forced to go to the police here in Tillamook, to turn in the police here in Tillamook, and they sent out literally the police officers that I was trying to turn in. So yeah, it's a conflict of interest. Absolutely, those officers are going to use any excuse that they can to retaliate. They don't want to be told on. TFCC is going to do everything they can because they don't want to make waves. They don't want to be caught up in it. Unfortunately, they broke the law, so they're already caught up in it. Poor TFCC. Now, how did this all start? Well, I was minding my business, took myself some cans over here at Safeway so that I could turn them in, right? And while I'm standing in line to turn them in, this guy right here, Andrew Wolnez, starts yelling at me, hooting and hollering, and telling people that I'm some sort of sicko pervert. He tells me that, or tells these other people around that I'm messing with kids and writing about kids on the internet. Well, actually, I recorded them committing hate crimes against me. Big fucking difference, bud. But Andrew Wolnez, he don't give two shits. He just wants somebody to hurt. Hell, he think this, his ticket to stardom, his ticket to being liked by people, his ticket to fixing his reputation and having a victim of his very own. Whatever he wants, whenever he wants to. That's right. Them youth who were calling me the N-word, and he wanted to say, oh, that's just part of their vocabulary. Oh, yeah. It doesn't sound to me like it was just them using part of their vernacular there in that video, does it? It's because it's not what they were doing. They were straight up screaming those things at me, as they had done many, many, many times before. And these aren't even the worst videos. These aren't even close to the worst videos. And you pretend that I'm a bad person for being angry about this. About police showing bias. About police intentionally misleading the situation. About police gaslighting people in the situation. Trying to infer that things happened that didn't. And showing that they have already passed judgment, decided my guilt, and are fine with slandering my name by telling people that I brought this on myself. No, I did not. Speaking up about abuse doesn't make it okay to retaliate. And I know very well that speaking up about my predators does result in my predators being allowed to retaliate over and over again. And they have shown that they're willing to do so over and over again. That's why it's important to have a safety network. Anyway, wolnez was trying to claim that these youngins weren't screaming the N-word at me, that they were just, what did he say? It's just part of their vocabulary.
Antagonistic and threatening over something to do with some kids. You'll just have to ask him. Poor guy. See, talking trash. All these little druggies out here do this.
Yeah, just talk to your
Ain't no different.
You're fucking lucky, dude. You're fucking lucky.
I am not lucky. I'm stuck with people like you, junkies like you.
I'm not a junkie. I don't do drugs.
Get out of my face. Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
Don't ever call me a fucking drug. I don't do drugs.
You can talk about me doing blues. I don't touch that shit.
I've seen
now
you.
back off of me. Lying sack
you.
shit. Do not. Back off of me. Back off.
Fuck you.
Back off.
You.
Back off. Fucking druggy piece of shit.
That's what you do?
Fucking druggy piece of shit.
Oh, you're fucking.
Jesus goddamn Christ.
This guy needs to fucking go.
Now here, of course, I've got a cane, and I've got a bag full of cans. I can't get away from this guy, and what happens? You get to see in that video with Jamie, the 2 times that he went after her. The 2 times that that guy went after Jamie in the Dalles, Oregon, were the 2 times that she had her back turned to him. That guy was twice Jamie's size, and he still waited for her to turn her back. You don't turn your back on your predators. If you can back away, then do so. I was not in a situation where I could back away. I had to stay facing him, and I had already stepped back from him as I started recording the video. Now later on in this video, he does even more. But in this video, you get to hear him calling me a pedophile and all sorts of other shit. And he just keeps it up. Now you see here, there's my cane and the bag of cans. I made sure that I got away from him. Now obviously I'm not able to run away. And he is preoccupied with trying to tell everybody else that I'm some sort of a horrible monster, and therefore his inappropriate behaviors are somehow magically justified. But they're not. They're absolutely not justified. Just like them youngins starting their shit over Christian, threatening to kill him, was not justified. The same as Christian threatening to kill them because he was all fucked up on drugs, was not justified. None of that was justified. None of it was okay. I recorded those things because they were unsafe situations. Unsafe things that were happening. Things that I have no control over. I don't get to decide whether or not somebody trashes the parking lot. I don't get to decide whether or not people throw things at my vehicle. I don't get to decide whether or not they assault me at the soda machine. I don't get to decide those things. I don't make Andrew Wolnez's decisions, and I don't make Officer Martinez's decisions. With Officer Martinez telling people today that I bring this on myself, he is showing bias in the extreme. But we've also recorded him and his fellow officers doing the you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours routine, also known as rubber stamping. What does making us go to literally our rapists by name? And mind you, I'm only saying rapists because this is worse than rape. And as a victim of rape, I know the difference. This is worse than rape. What Officer Martinez has chosen to do is worse than rape. What Officer Lothman chose to do is worse than rape. What Wolnez is choosing to do is worse than rape. And me speaking up about these behaviors from these people is not wrong. It's not illegal. It is not immoral. Now there's a lady in this video, like I said, this is at Safeway. There's a lady who comes outside, and yeah, I walk right over to her so that I am near somebody who has at least some jurisdiction there at Safeway. You get to hear her say no fighting.
Now, of course, this is the life that I get to deal with.
You'll be able to hear him screaming that shit in the background for quite a while. He doesn't knock it the fuck off. And of course, he's also going to be pissed off very shortly afterwards because he ended up on the internet being recorded doing this shit. He doesn't fucking like it. He doesn't like the fact that he got fucking busted.
To be bullies, people wanting to threaten, people wanting to harass, and me having to be the gentleman.
And then this guy, and he wants to come over and video me. He wrote online about a bunch of shit. Talk shit about him. And he wants to be a fucking coward.
Did I write online about a bunch of kids? Or did I record some racists engaging in racist activities as a group? Yes, this is what's called organized crime. Yes, it is illegal for them to take part in it. But them youngins ganging up on me as a group because they were pissed off over things that they did wrong. And Christian was pissed off over things that he did wrong. Meanwhile, who's the one who's taking the abuse over Christian doing fucked up shit while on drugs? Them youngins treated me badly for it. When I spoke up about it, they were not happy, now were they? I did try to be civil. Absolutely. They weren't having it. And then here's Wolnez with me trying to be civil, and he just ain't having it. This is my very first interaction between me and Martinez. Before that, he was just some creeper on a bike who came down and flirted with them youngins.
Ain't no fighting. I stepped away as soon as I saw somebody professional looking. I don't mind waiting over here until he's done with his turn. He's just gonna keep running his mouth. See, that's the point here. I don't choose for people to bully, but I certainly choose to stand up to them. That was a good catch earlier, by the way. Now, of course, I could go over there and start trouble with him. I could even try threatening him like he was doing. But the thing is, avoiding druggies is nearly impossible. You just can't do it. So what do? I make sure I record it.
You still hear him screaming in the background.
If you don't do what people want right when they want it, what do? They generally throw tantrums like children. And then they don't like being recorded doing it.
September 21st.
I don't mind taking my time. I don't mind turning in the cans as soon as he's done with his turn over there. And it looks like he almost is. You don't care who's right and wrong in any situation. You care who's popular. On the bright side, between getting violent and pulling out my phone, I choose to pull out my phone. If they want to get violent, that's on them. I don't make people be the assholes that they are. The only person who I get to choose whether or not they're an asshole is me. And he's still talking shit, so we keep pointing it at him. They just keep pointing it at him. You don't appear to have any cans, but I don't give two shits. I'll just go elsewhere.
Make sure to record for my safety after that, though.
Also, smart enough to start recording it. Well, these
guys don't like it when you stand up. Just like them youngins at the park don't like it when you stand up to them. Right, that's not true. The youngins at the park ain't never give me no problems. It's them goddamn junkies here. Junkies like that dude over there. Telling you about how I'm lucky that his arm was broke. Then he threatened to break my camera with his broken fist. Come on, dude. Come on. Get a fucking life. Then he wants to call me all sorts of other names. He wants to accuse me of being a pedophile. Well, let's go ask him. Let's go ask him. Right? No. And he just keeps his shit up, so I went back to my vehicle to try to fucking avoid him. Maybe 14, 18. I stood up to him. And was it just to be an asshole? No, it wasn't. Same reason I stand up to the rest of you fucking punk asses. I'm a nice guy. Like sarcasm? Make sure the same video recorded in case he tries anything again. There he goes swinging at me. There he goes swinging again. And he hit my phone like 5 or 6 times. There he is. It was pointing in the wrong direction. That's the thing, is that people look for trouble. They look for trouble. And this guy didn't do it just this time. And of course, I did keep speaking up. You goddamn right I did. Let's see. Andrew Wolnez, this is the same day. It's called Andrew Wolnez. Show us on this Pegasus where the bad Sean touched you. Sean touched you. Yo. You gonna go accusing somebody of being a pedophile? That shit ain't cool. I think it's somewhere around there. Same day. Here's this predator over here beating on my vehicle. Don't be. Call me a predator? Stop. You call me a predator. And here he hits my camera a few times. You're being predatory towards me. I have fucking 6 kids, motherfucker. I have 2 daughters. You are predatory towards me. Fuck you, motherfucker. Do not touch me. You're fucking lucky I don't beat your fucking ass. Back off. Get out of the fucking car and fucking back off, Chimo. Fuck you, Chimo. You call me a Chimo. You're fucking lucky. Do not threaten. You're wanted for murder. Back off. I am not. Yeah, you lying sack of shit. You're wanted for murder. Lying sack of shit. You fucking dumbass. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, in Colorado. Look at that. Get the fuck out of here. Dumb cunt. What you gonna do now, bitch? You liking this, Alicia Michelle Bollinger? Yo. And he just kept on doing it. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And he's not the first predator. Here's one named Robert Franklin, registered sex offender in the state of Nebraska. Wolnez just kept up his shit too. Here's some of the drugs that I found and picked up and made sure were properly disposed of. Oh, one on the Tillamook police chief, Ray Rao. Let's see. There's a shit ton of them. Oh, here's another one, Seventh-day Adventist Church. Probably around here.
guy right there.
Now, if he'd have left me alone, but he didn't.
Nothing to him. You need to stop. 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 Do not hit my stuff. Do not hit my stuff. Do not.
He swung at me repeatedly and hit me several times. Right there again. And of course, he kept on hitting my camera too. There's another guy there who was dealing with the same stuff from Wolnez. Now, that ain't the only church that he pulled this shit at. Let's see. Next one. Oh, here's Ryan and Brian. Ryan is the guy who drove somebody else's vehicle through the air museum here. So there are recordings with him. Going to Ryan's to get some of my stuff. Yep. All sorts of entertaining, right? A lot of people like using this whole "you're a pedophile" thing. There's a reason that I don't go touching kids. It's because I'm not interested in kids. You know why I've never been charged with any form of abuse against children? Because I don't abuse children. I don't abuse children. That's a good way to not get in trouble for abusing children, isn't it? There's even more of these videos with Wolnez because he just couldn't stop. He just couldn't bring himself to stop. But I've been strolling a while. There's Ryan Woods. That's the same Ryan. Let's see. Where are we at? Sorry, I'm having to make sure that I scroll up. There are a lot of videos. Oh, here's one of the vehicles. ZVF 568, silver pickup, throwing eggs, toilet paper, insults, granola. Vandalizing, menacing, harassing. Also threw pumpkins at me and, well, multiple screwed up situations happened.
You have to be dead.
Let me see. Maybe here.
Stop. I don't care what you want. Now here's the thing, is that the males who are victims of that are treated like it's their fault. They should have seen it coming. They should have known better. No. That is taking the responsibility away from the predator. You're blaming the victims.
I can hear
But
Andrew
it's okay
Wolnez
because it's a
just a little
victim
bit in
of
the
a
background.
particular gender, and that makes it all right, doesn't it? When it comes to murder, men are 5 times more likely to be murdered. When it comes to being a spouse, yeah, men are actually more likely to be murdered. Oh, there's a predator right across the street.
Andrew Wolnez.
Andrew Wolnez. So what do? Make sure I record it. Every time I see a predator, I make sure I record it. Get away. Do not hit my phone. Do not. Dickhead decide to assault me. Stop assaulting me. Stop assaulting me.
He was hitting me and my
Stop.
phone.
I'm wanting you to stop videoing.
Stop. Stop. I don't care what you want. You chose to victimize me and assault me on multiple occasions. No, I am not. I am recording it every time that you come.
Now that's the thing. Once you've initiated violent assaults against me, I'm going to fucking record. When I am in public and you are eyeballing me like that, oh fuck yes, I'm going to fucking record it. If you leave me alone, instead of yelling, hooting, hollering, and shouting, it's a different story. But when you have shown yourself to be predatory repeatedly, over and over and over again, mind you, there was a bunch of this stuff that I skipped over. Because there's stuff where he's yelling at me and screaming at me, and there's stuff that'll take a little bit of time to dig up. There's stuff where all he's doing is throwing rocks at me, or throwing other stuff at me. Some of them he's just yelling and antagonizing as he goes by.
Get away from me. Leave me alone.
I've done
Stop
nothing
stalking
to you.
me. Bullshit.
I've
Bullshit.
done nothing to you.
Bullshit.
I want you to stop videoing.
Step off of me. Do not touch me.
This is harassment right here.
No, stop
Now, of course, he kept hitting me and my phone. Kept hitting me and my phone. Now, this lady wanted to get involved, and that's fine and dandy, I guess. But the police needed to be involved. The fact that I can't go to the police without them playing victim or pulling some stupid bullshit like they pulled today, well, it makes it so that the only option I have is to record. And of course, to show that I'm telling the truth, I have to record it publicly. I have to post it publicly in the hopes that somebody will give a shit. Now, wolnez needed to leave me the fuck alone and stop hitting me and stop hitting my phone, which is broken now because of him.
Repeatedly, I will not stop recording.
Don't tell me what to do now. I've been assaulted. I am too.
No, you don't know.
They're mad at that man. He needs to come off the block. Do we need the police?
No, I think I have.
Yes, we do.
I've tried the police. They don't care.
Would you stop?
The police don't care. And she wants me to stop.
Me or threatening me. This will not happen.
He's not. He's walking.
I don't care if he's recording or not. He doesn't get to do this.
He's walking.
This is not okay. I can tell he's walking away. I'm recording for my safety.
Okay, you guys are safe.
And here's Malcolm from the Safeway.
I would love for somebody to call the police, but the police won't listen to me. They've been predatory towards me too. The first time I was ever assaulted by him was right over there at the cams. And I went across the street to get away from him. But as soon as somebody starts assaulting me, I'm going to record it every time I see them for my safety. I don't like being assaulted. Now, I make sure that I'm off the property. I make sure that I'm on the sidewalk here so that there hopefully won't be any issues with any of the people who work at the store, and everybody there's been real cool with me. But that stuff needs to stop. Between that and then people throwing pumpkins at my vehicle and egging my car and all that other stuff, like I just want to be left alone. I'm a human being. I can't defend myself against people like that. Of course.
What was he doing?
Assaulting me on multiple occasions. That's why I record. Because there are so many people like him.
Well, next time I see him around here and you run, I'll make sure I intervene first, okay? I don't want this to happen. So, I'm sorry about that.
It's
He's
October
assaulted me
17th.
here on this property at least twice. He assaulted me across the street at least twice. He assaulted me over at the library. He assaulted me over at the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Well, now that we know what he looks like.
His name is wolnez, and he's done this repeatedly. I don't want to have these problems. People have solutions like, why don't you move elsewhere? Why don't you move elsewhere? I'm disabled. I live on $800 a month. That's not enough to live on, let alone move somewhere. I had to try to establish myself here and pay a bunch of money I didn't have. Post office box here. Obviously, I'm not trying to start any problems, but that guy's been trying to break my phone, and he's been assaulting me repeatedly, and I can't even go to the cops. They talk over me and pretend like there's not a problem. When it's a homeless, disabled male, unless we have a friend or family member who cares, the cops are just going to talk over us and send us to mental health.
Well, you just let us know. Now, can you stand all right?
No, I dropped down to the ground so that if he hit me, I could turtle up.
Oh.
But I needed to make sure that he didn't break my phone further. He absolutely did. I mean, he cracked the screen all to hell.
Okay, well, next time if you feel in any danger from him, you can tell us, all right?
I feel in danger from him every time I see him. That's why I record.
Why don't you try coming into the store when that happens?
I have. Miriam has been real good about. That's Malcolm, and I'm trying to remember the other lady that's in there, her name as well. Like, this situation has been going on for a while. And I'm not able to go to the police because they gaslight me and they gaslight others. They will reword something so that it literally is something that doesn't exist. Like when you want to make a report about abuse in your neighborhood and abusers in your neighborhood, people committing crimes in your neighborhood and making it unsafe for you and everybody in your neighborhood. And they want to tell you, oh, well, you can't make reports for other people. You're not making a report for other people. You're making a voluntary statement for your safety and for the safety of the community. And what the police are doing at that point is gaslighting you. And they do this a lot. When they've already decided somebody's guilt or somebody's trying to tell on them, these are retaliatory practices. The things that Andrew Wolnez is spreading, the slander that he's claiming, it is absolutely slander. And the evidence shows that it's slander. It also shows that it's coming from police officers. Police are the ones that are antagonizing the situation in retaliation because they got busted on my channel breaking the law, the same as Wolnez. And their go-to rubber stamps at TFCC also got busted. And the same thing at the hospital. So they just refused to investigate any of the crimes and play the mentally ill bullshit despite everything that's recorded on my channel. Also, you notice how I was told to go into the store when this happens, and I was told to let somebody know. And so far, I've gone in on at least 2 dozen different occasions over the situations with Wolnez. It's because Wolnez has no incentive to stop. At least today, they made it so there's one place in Tillamook, Oregon where I'm safe from that one predator. Thank goodness. Same guy is here in October. That's right, October 17th of this year. Just one day before my birthday. And then he did this stuff at multiple churches. How is that okay? I think it's a good question. How is this okay? Wolnez doesn't like getting called the names that he called me. He's just trying to chase clout. I deal with a shit ton of hatred from these people. And I speak up about it because someone has to. Now, there's another video with Wolnez trying to assault me and my property. There's also a lot more of that crap from them youth. Here's one, going to First Christian Church for food. This was October 26th, 2023. And we'll go to I think about here.
Obviously, I don't have the ability to hate people. I fucking try. God knows I fucking try. A lot of people tell me shit like, well, you know, whenever I see a homeless person, I always remind myself they have a mother. I'm like, you know, when I see one of them, I don't remind myself I have a mother. I remind myself they're a human being. But that's kind of the point that they try to make in saying that. You are more than the label I put on you. If I see you smoking crack, and maybe it's the first time you ever smoked crack, maybe you smoke it every day, it doesn't matter. What matters is, if I choose to call you a crackhead, or choose to believe that you're a crackhead, or project onto you that you're a crackhead, maybe you are a crackhead, but that's not all that you are. There's still a human being in there. Just a lot of people are having a real hard time seeing it, because they're not willing to look, and that's what gets you stuck in that funk. Like I said, as long as people don't mess with me, I don't mess with them. You find a fucking Tillamook and then you fucking pay. Alright, here we go. There's wolnez right there.
Just couldn't help himself. Wants to ride by and antagonize and then play victim. Over and over and over again. Same MO. And I speak out every time.
That's the thing. He needs to just leave me alone. Stop.
Fucking thing. Get that fucking thing out of my face.
It's not in your face.
It
Stop.
is. It is in my face.
Back up.
It
Get
is
away
in my
from me.
face.
Wolnez, stop.
That fucking thing off.
Stop. It is
Don't
not
do it
okay to
anymore.
assault people, punk.
Fuck you.
You're a bitch.
I hope that quenches your thirst.
It did, Wolnez.
And how many people were at that church at that point in time? There's about 10 people outside. First Christian church.
And as always, people just kind of walk by and watch. On the bright side, at least I look good white stuff on my face.
Yeah. I had ice cream all over me. Same thing with my vehicle.
I told you if I seen him down here, I was going to talk shit about him begging. It's one of the first things you got to hear him say on camera. Now, is there a reason that I record? Goddamn right there is.
Where'd he get the ice cream? He got it from the First Christian Church. Where am I sent for the free food? First Christian Church and Seventh-day Adventist. Where was I assaulted by Wolnez? Was it just Wolnez? No, it wasn't just Wolnez. There were multiple situations with multiple predatory individuals. Anyway, this video is long enough for right now. I'm going to end the video. You know how we end them. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper. And your sister's keeper too. And no victim left behind. Now, of course, there's a lot of situations with Wolnez that happened where it's just him throwing rocks at me and fucking screaming shit at me. And we could go through and try to find every single one of those, but there's several dozen of them. There's at least 20 to 30 of those. Where it's during various states of me making a video where he comes in screaming, shouting, riding by on his bike, throwing rocks, talking shit, and of course trying to incite others to violence against me by pretending that I'm some sort of perv out to touch little kids. This shit's not okay.